All right, hey guys, this is Patrick. So I've got a Polaris High Lifter Edition 900 XP, and when I first got it, I thought, oh yeah, this is great. Well, this is going to be part one of a couple videos. Hasn't been so great to me. I don't know about you other guys with these Rangers and Polarises. This is my first Polaris I've ever owned. And I gotta say, I have had a lot of issues. Lots of issues. So I was gonna go over a couple of those with you, but mainly this is about doing what I cannot find on YouTube. The 1000 diff front diff swap on a Polaris Ranger 900 or RZR 900 or whatever. So that's what this is mainly going to be about. I'll do other videos on like a walk around and whatnot once I get it all fixed back up because it's torn apart right now. So the front diff in these things is crap. The 900 front diff is a piece of shit. Literally, it went out the first time I put it in four-wheel drive, and I didn't even spin the tires. Now, yeah, I bought this used, but the four-wheel drive, you know, I didn't have an issue with it before. I would just put at the hunting camp or something on muddy roads, would put it in, and it was fine. But I went through one mud park, Zona, ATV park, and I got hung up on a stump. And the moment I put it in four-wheel drive and the front tire spun, pow, there it went, boom. Now, it still worked after that, but not right, you know. I'd go in reverse, and the front end would lock itself up when I was in two-wheel drive. So, yeah, I knew there was an issue, but as soon as I opened it up, all the rollers, sprag, it was all in 1,000 pieces. So, I am now doing a 1000 front diff swap in the Ranger High Lifter Edition. Here's the Ranger. So, as of right now, everything is out of it. I have had it in two-wheel drive for a couple months now because I still needed it to try and get through all the work for hunting season. So, but it finally had some other issues that I just could not drive it anymore. The actual intake manifold boots were ripped, had holes in them for God knows how long, and it was sucking in dirt and trash and shit and started smoking. So I'm hoping the motor's going to be okay. I've cleaned it out and changed the boots and changing everything, changed all that. So, but anyway, that'll be on another video. So, the 1000 front diff swap, I have not seen anything on YouTube about. So, let me go ahead and tell you what you're going to need. You are going to need to buy the High Lifter plate from High Lifter. I think it's like 150 bucks for the plate. Very thick metal. It's supposed to stiffen the frame as well. So those of you who have torn A-arms and whatnot, it definitely should help that where they mount up. But so you're gonna need that. You're gonna need a 1000 front diff, which I think I got from Trailmaster, I think it was called. I don't know. It was some upgraded front diff, brand new. So, new bearings, 24 rollers, metal sprag or aluminum. So it's got the updated sprag. You know, it's basically a beefed up stock 1000 diff, supposedly. Better bearings, new seals, everything. It's got fluid in it. It's ready to rock. They say. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna change the fluid anyway, but just to make sure. Here's what the High Lifter plate came in. All the hardware came with everything you need. The instructions. So like I said, I've had it in two-wheel drive for now. So the cups for the diff, for the axles, I took off the axles and put them through so the bearings didn't separate. So that's how I've been running it for right now. So here's your instructions on how to do it, basically. But this is what you'll need. So here's your outline for a RZR, not a Ranger. Because if you were to cut where those lines are, you're going to do what I did. You're going to cut into the frame rails, which have no bottom for some reason. I don't know why. They just don't. So, here's my Ranger. Let me see something. There we go. I have to see what I'm showing you. So, here it is, all cut out. Now, yeah, from the top it looks great, right? Oh yeah. But from the bottom, let's see what it looks like from there. There we go. Look at that. There's your frame rail. Cut into it. Other one, cut into it. Big old gap. Now, I'm a stickler about how things look and function and whatnot. So, I will be welding all this up and boxing it in and making it look good and strong. I'm not going to leave it like this. No, can't do that. Right here, this is straight up from the bottom. Yeah, there you go. There's the radiator up there. Boom. You got to cut all that out. Have to cut all of it out. Also here, which I hated to do, but even right there, you got to cut that out. That sucks. I didn't like doing it. I mean, I'm over here butchering my Ranger. It feels like, but once it's done, it's gonna be great. I hope. So it'll be all well worth it. So I wanted to go ahead and get that in there and show y'all. This, I guess, is part one of the high lifter plate and 1000 swap in a 900 XP high lifter edition Ranger. I also went ahead and changed out my U-joints and the front yoke of the drive shaft. Got new U-joints. And also I did what some of you have probably seen on YouTube. They had a guy I watched the video on. So here are the holes on the sides where your pin goes after it goes into diff. Well, I had to buy a new yoke because the other one was bent and I couldn't get the new U-joint in it. So I was like, all right, well, let me get a new one. So I went ahead when I got my new one and drilled a 1/4 inch hole with a drill bit. Then I tapped it for an M8 bolt. Hex head. I mean, Allen bolt. So I'll thread this in. Let's see. And it will sandwich up against the splines of the front diff, and then this will lock it down once it's touching. I'll lock it down like that, and it should be good, and it shouldn't have any slack or be able to move at all, which will be nice. So I shouldn't have any driveline vibrations, I'm hoping, which is something I hear a lot about too. Don't want that or need that. So this is going to be, like I said, part one of the front diff swap of the high lifter edition Ranger. And I'm hoping I won't ever have a front diff issue again. I tried to get the billet aluminum pieces here, the intake manifold boots. I called, who was it? Bike Man Performance. I called, talked to them, and they said they don't make them yet. So up to 2015 they make them, but for the Rangers 16 and up, I do not think they have them out yet or make them yet. So hopefully soon, or there may have been something out there that they didn't know of that would have worked, but I would have rather gone with the billet ones, but they were pretty pricey, but you'd never have to deal with it again. So I had to get OEMs from Polaris and slide out, which I wasn't very happy about. They said they've never heard of this issue or had any bikes come in there with this issue, which I highly doubt, very highly. Seeing forums and stuff and other shops saying every 4 out of every 5 that come in their shops have this exact issue, and the boots were ripped horribly. They had multiple holes in each one. So, yeah, I'm gonna have to install that after I weld everything up. After I weld everything up, I will then video that and probably go ahead and video putting the plate in. And also, I'll be changing out the bushings for the upper A-arms. I was hoping to get some new ball joints and tie rod ends. Also, I might go ahead and do that while I have everything apart, because I am going to take the entire front end apart again to do all of this, because also you have to unbolt the steering rack right here. You have to unbolt that and give it some slack to be able to remove the front diff, it seems. That was even, I had to do that for the 900 front diff. But once I have all this out, these A-arms right here, all that, the diff should just roll in. I should just be able to roll it in, but we'll see. But like I said, I'm gonna clean all this up, weld it all up, and get it all nice and pretty, and strengthen it up while I'm in here. But please hit subscribe and like, and I will be back with other videos shortly. Thanks. Y'all have a great day.